You will remember your vacation to Socotra for the rest of your life, as it is one of the most unusual locations on the planet. We had the chance to visit in 2022, and I'll include below every single location that makes Socotra Island unique from the others. You could be strolling through the mountains and taking in the stunning dragon blood tree one day, and the next, you could be on the most gorgeous beach you've ever seen. You are in awe of every location you see on the island of Socotra. I'm here to tell you that you really must visit this island off the coast of Yemen if you haven't already, and I'll also tell you how to do it. Stay tuned to discover our top 10 Socotra Island locations. Huge, sweeping sand dunes, mysterious trees, deep caverns, crystal clear snorkeling, striking canyons, easy walks, and breathtaking beaches. These travel locations are evidence of Socotra's abundance and distinctive diversity. Thus, these are our top, listed in no particular order. Reason 1, Hot Cave. Halfway up the steep mountainside, as you head towards Arabian Beach, you can see Hot Cave visible from the road. Although tourists can only trek 1 kilometer into the cave, it is 3 kilometers deep. Perhaps the most impressive feature of Hot Cave is its sheer size and depth. But even more fascinating are the stalactites and stalagmites that have developed over thousands of years. The lower you go, the more humid the temperature gets, and water covers a terraced plateau at the very end, the lowest spot you can go. Bring lots of drinking water for this one. Hot Cave is definitely well worth the steep walk up the side of the hill. But word to the wise, get there early. It takes between 60 to 90 minutes depending on your level of fitness. A couple of people turned around on our visit, but this was probably due to the heat and lack of shade on the walk. But definitely push on. It flattens out just over halfway up, which provides some reprieve for a while. Meanwhile, the young guides who lead the way barely break a sweat. Reason 2, Hamhel Infinity Pool. If you search for Socotra on Google, you have most likely already seen a few pictures of the infinity pool. It is evident why this is a bustling small area as soon as you enter. This location offers an amazing view of the coast, and hiking here will reward you with a refreshing swim in the freshwater pool. Actually, there are 2 routes that go to Infinity Pool. One track starts at a parking lot next to the Northern Coast Road and goes straight uphill. The alternative is via a rocky valley that is kinder. Which route you enter from will depend on the itinerary or trip you choose. In the rock pools, keep a lookout for freshwater crabs. It should be noted that the Infinity Pool's water level changes every year. The pool will be higher during the wetter months, hence the moniker Infinity Pool. The levels were lower when we visited in April, but the scenery was still stunning. Reason 3, Arabian Beach. Arabian Beach is perhaps one of Socotra's stunning beaches. You can set up your tent exactly in the middle of the enormous dunes that stretch out from the cliffs to the sea in Socotra. Mike tried walking on the sand dunes, which is quite tiring. You'll regress half a step for each step you take, but the view is worthwhile. Dolphins visit the shore on a regular basis to feed. Furthermore, you may swim off Arabian Beach and observe the dolphins swimming by because the water is so pristine. Thus, remember to bring a quality snorkel and mask. Reason 4, Dihamri. My clothes were off pleased when I went snorkeling in Socotra. As an experienced diver and snorkeler, I have seen a great deal of beautiful coral reefs as well as a few less spectacular ones. Dihamri, though, was right up there. In fact, we enjoyed ourselves so well that we left for a second morning snorkel and returned after 2 hours. Stretching towards the point are enormous schools of fish, moray eels, lionfish, enormous conch shells, crayfish, and vibrant coral gardens. The coral has been harmed near the shoreline, but as you travel farther out, it becomes better and there is more to see and explore. Reason 5, Wadi Khalisan. Seems to be the theme every day and another amazing place in Socotra. We weren't prepared for anything nearly as dramatic as this when we were informed we were visiting a wadi. Although wadis are present in Oman and the United Arab Emirates, this exceeded our expectations. This is another bustling little location that both tourists and tour operators visit often. Therefore, I advise you to consult your guide and arrive early or late in the day. In our instance, we arrived later, and shortly after, everyone was preparing to depart. This implied that Wadi Khalisan was all ours. It took approximately 20 minutes to go to the desert, and the swim is breathtaking, particularly if you're camping and haven't taken a shower with clean water in a few days. Don't pass up the chance to swim up the wadi and explore while holding a GoPro. It continues upstream. A few tiny waterfalls and breathtaking rock formations can be found. Reason 6. Firmin, home of the dragon blood. Probably my favorite spot in Socotra, though I will always love trees. The finest sight to see dragon blood trees is in Firmin. Even yet, getting there is difficult. But first, to help you understand why Firmin is so unique, let's talk a little bit about the dragon blood tree. The tree of dragon blood. Around 700 endemic species of plants and animals can be found on the island of Socotra, according to Wikipedia. The dragon blood tree is the most notable of these. You soon realize how special its beauty is after standing at its base. Unfortunately, there is a fall in their numbers, thus in the upcoming years. Much work will need to be done to safeguard these uncommon trees. Goats pose the greatest threat to the dragon blood, and there are a lot of them on the island. Goats can still be found on the island even in the most isolated area. Although certain measures have been taken to safeguard and conserve the tree, this is a difficult task because of how slowly it grows. When you mention Detwa Beach, images of turquoise sea and a deserted white sand beach come to mind. A little rocky peninsula divides it from the town of Kalansaya, and it appears to be utterly abandoned. The swimming is calm and serene, although there's not much to see when snorkeling. Bring a book, a hat, and sunglasses since this is the ideal spot to unwind after a full day of island exploration. Detwa Beach is usually quiet and beautiful full stop, though there is a designated campsite established up towards the back of the lagoon that fills with tour operators and groups in the evening. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey through Socotra's unbounded beauty. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awe-inspiring adventures.
All I